Welcome to the jungle where your charger goes on an adventure too. So, you're thinking of Brazil, the Amazon 2025. Fantastic, get ready for an adventure. A real, wild, unpredictable adventure. And I'm not just talking about the jaguars or the piranhas. I'm talking about something far more terrifying. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about the electricity. Or, the exciting of it sometimes. It's all part of the charm, they say. Charmingly inconvenient, perhaps. Let's dive in, shall we? Your fancy smartphone, your beloved laptop, your camera, they're all invited to this electrifying party. Will your charger fit the socket? Maybe. Will the socket have power? Surprise, it's like a daily lottery for your devices. Thrilling, isn't it? This isn't your predictable outlet at home, this is the Amazon. It keeps you guessing. And that's just the beginning of the fun. Think of it as a digital detox. Welcome to the Amazon. Adventure truly awaits. Alright, let's get practical, or try to. You need to pack for this electrical escapade. First up, plug adapters, many of them. Brazil, in its infinite wisdom, uses Type N outlets. Your American plugs? Type A and B, they won't fit, not even close. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. A round hole that might or might not have juice. Isn't travel just full of delightful little challenges? Especially when it comes to basic necessities. Now about those adapters, don't just grab any old thing, you'll need one specifically for Brazil's Type N. Oh, and here's a fun twist. Voltage. Brazil is a land of two voltages. Mostly 127 volts or 220 volts. Which one will your Amazon Lodge have? It's a thrilling game of guess the voltage. Your electronics will just love this game. Especially if they're not dual voltage. Sparks could fly, literally. How very festive for your vacation. So, check your devices. Are they happy with 100 to 240 volts? Most modern chargers for phones and laptops are. They're worldly. They're adaptable. Good for them. But your hairdryer? Your electric shaver? They might throw a tantrum. So, I hear the New York Times just published a piece on May 27, 2025, hot off the press, best travel plug adapter, it proclaims. How timely. They did over 30 hours of research, tested 14 options. For your convenience, of course, they found the Epica Universal Travel Adapter, perhaps, or the Compact Septic Set. So many choices. Perfect for that one elusive, functioning power outlet, the one deep in your Amazon Lodge. The one guarded by a curious tarantula. It's lovely that they've identified the best, really. Let's talk about expectations, specifically luxury. If your idea of a vacation involves perfectly chilled air conditioning, a minibar stocked with artisanal ice cubes, and Wi-Fi faster than a hummingbird's wings, well, the Amazon might recalibrate your definition of luxury. This isn't about thread counts. It's about anacondas. It's about experiences, not endless creature comforts. Though a functioning fan is a creature comfort I endorse. When you can find one, plugged into a working outlet. The plumbing might be rustic, hot water, sometimes, water pressure, variable. Think of it as an authentic experience, a charming throwback to simpler times. Simpler, sweatier times perhaps. But who needs a spa day when you have natural mud baths? Okay, maybe don't jump into any random mud. The point is, embrace the imperfections. They're what make the Amazon, not some sanitized theme park version of it. But here's the trade-off, and it's a magnificent one. You swap those manufactured luxuries for something priceless. The air conditioning is the breeze through the trees. Section 5, what's that buzzing? Hint, not your phone, probably. The Amazon is alive, constantly, vibrantly, and it makes a lot of noise. Forget the gentle hum of your refrigerator back home. This is a full-blown orchestra of natural sounds. At first it might seem overwhelming, a cacophony of chirps, croaks, screeches, and rustles. What was that? Did something just move in the thatch roof? Probably. Don't worry about it. Too much, it's all part of the immersive soundtrack. You'll quickly learn to distinguish the calls. That's a toucan, that's a troop of squirrel monkeys. That loud guttural roar echoing through the trees, that's a howler monkey. And yes, they are that loud. They're the jungle's alarm clock. No snooze button available. And the insects? Oh, the glorious buzzing insects. Cicadas that sound like tiny power tools. Mosquitoes with their own very personal whine. You'll become intimately familiar with that particular buzz, especially if you forget your repellent, which you won't, right? But it's not just sounds, it's sights too. Hidden gems are everywhere. If you know where to look, or if you have a good guide, which is highly recommended. They can spot a sloth high in the canopy. Camouflaged so perfectly, you'd swear it was a clump of leaves. Section 6, Navigating Nature's Obstacle Course. It's called character building. Adventure in the Amazon isn't always postcard perfect. Sometimes it's more like an episode of a survival show. But, with slightly better, maybe, lodging. Nature here has a mind of its own, and it's a powerful one. 1 minute, brilliant sunshine, the next, a torrential downpour. The kind of rain that feels like the sky is emptying a giant bucket right on top of you, and your non-waterproof camera. It's refreshing in a very sudden, very wet sort of way. This is why waterproof everything is not bad advice. Then there are the trails. Oh, the jungle trails. They're not exactly paved promenades, think mud. Glorious, slippery, shoe-sucking mud. Think tangled roots waiting to trip the unwary. Think low-hanging vines, perfect for a Tarzan moment, or more likely, for whacking you in the face. It's all part of the authentic experience. It builds character, or at least strong leg muscles. And a deep appreciation for dry socks, the holy grail of jungle trekking. And let's not forget the delightful local residents. I'm talking about insects. Again, because there are many. Ants that march in armies. Spiders that could star in horror films. Mosquitoes. Did I mention mosquitoes? They see you as a walking, talking, all-you-can-eat buffet. Your best friends will be long sleeves, long pants. Section 7. Amazonian cuisine, more exciting than your power bar. After all that talk of power outlets and muddy trails, you're probably hungry. I know I am. So, let's discuss the food in the Amazon. Because it's way more exciting than that emergency power bar, the one you packed, just in case, good thinking, but trust me, you'll want to try the local flavors. It's an adventure for your taste buds too. Fresh, unique, and sometimes surprising. In a good way, mostly. Forget your usual supermarket fare, this is different. Fish is a big deal here. Obviously, it's the Amazon River. Pirarucu, one of the world's largest freshwater fish. It's delicious. Tambaki, with its amazing rib-like bones. Fun to eat, often grilled over an open flame, or stewed with local herbs, served with rice, beans, and farofa. Farofa is toasted cassava flour. It's everywhere. You'll either love it or wonder why it's on every plate. It's an acquired taste, like appreciating unpredictable electricity. And the fruits, oh, the glorious exotic fruits. Section 8, the elusive souvenir, a working photograph and a tan, maybe. So, what souvenirs will you bring back from your Amazon adventure? Besides a newfound respect for consistent electricity, of course, and maybe a few mosquito bite scars. Those are permanent memories. You'll definitely want photos, proof you were there, proof you braved the wilds, and the dodgy outlets. But capturing that perfect shot, it can be its own quest, especially when your camera battery is perpetually low and the humidity is trying to turn your lens into a terrarium. Ah, the challenges of a jungle photographer. Then there's the lighting. It's dramatic for sure. Sunlight filtering through the dense canopy, deep shadows. It's beautiful and incredibly tricky for your camera's auto mode. You'll get a lot of photos of bright spots and dark blurs, or if you're lucky, a perfectly exposed leaf, while the jaguar you were trying to photograph is a vague shadow. Patience, young Padawan, and maybe a tripod, if you have space next to your voltage converter, and your mountain of plug adapters. Section 9. So, you survived the Amazon and its outlets. What now? You did it. You ventured into the heart of the Amazon. You wrestled with Type N outlets, and probably won, eventually. You navigated muddy trails. You befriended insect repellent. You saw incredible wildlife. You ate adventurous food. You might have even learned a few words in Portuguese. Mostly obrigado, for when the power flickered back on, or mais for another caipirinha, essential phrases. You've got the photos, some of them anyway, and the stories that will make your friends slightly jealous, or make them think you're completely nuts. Either way, a win. This journey, with all its quirks and challenges, changes you. It's not just a vacation, it's an immersion. You've seen a part of the world that's raw and real, and increasingly precious. You've learned to appreciate the small things, like a dry pair of socks, or a charged phone battery, or a sky so full of stars, it makes you feel tiny. These aren't just inconveniences overcome, they're reminders of what's truly important, and usually, it's not found plugged into a wall. So what now? You go home.